So along with new gameplay, Capcom also unveiled a bunch of new details about the upcoming Resident Evil 4 remake, including it having a darker, more horror-focused experience, new combat mechanics, along with giving us a release date, and pre-order options including a collector's edition. Hey guys, this is Chris with BMB Gaming. Welcome back and I hope you're doing amazing today. Thank you guys all for your likes, your shares, your comments, all your support. Definitely appreciate it. And if this is your first time here and you're interested in more Resident Evil content, along with upcoming games like the Callisto Protocol, Evil West, Atomic Heart, Stalker 2, hit that subscribe button for more content. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what Resident Evil 4 is, what's going on in this game, I'll read a little bit of the game description. It says, Resident Evil 4 joins Leon S. Kennedy 6 years after his hellish experience in the biological disaster of Raccoon City. His unmatched resolve caused him to be recruited as an agent reporting directly to the President of the United States. Leon is dispatched to rescue the President's recently kidnapped daughter. Leon tracks her to a secluded European village. However, after making first contact, he discovers a fervor beyond reason grips the local population. Now this reimagined tale of survival in the face of overwhelming terror returns to deliver a visually stunning modern gaming experience that is true to the promise of the original release. It goes on and says that the team from 2019's Resident Evil 2 returns to build upon the series' modern approach to survival horror. Now your next question probably is, how is the Resident Evil 4 remake different than the original game? First of all, you've probably noticed from the gameplay trailer that it is much darker, and it looks to be focused more on horror rather than the tongue-in-cheek kind of action approach of the original game. One good example of this is the dog. In the original, Leon finds this dog caught in a bear trap. If as a player we choose to rescue the dog will come back later in the game to help us out. However, in the RE4 remake, when Leon comes across the dog, instead of it being alive and trapped, it's dead. Whether or not the dog is still in Resident Evil 4 Remake, I guess we'll have to wait and see. However, I think this really points out the darker tone they're trying to go with this game. Another aspect that looks to be quite a bit different is updated controls. Again, the Resident Evil 4 remake is handled by the same developers that did the Resident Evil 2 remake. So basically the ability to move the camera and aim, etc., just like modern games versus the old tank controls where you're just locked in. Another aspect they're improving with the Resident Evil 4 remake is combat improvements. In the game's description it says, survive on a knife's edge. Years of intense training have taught Leon new ways to use his knife, helping him to even the odds against the unrelenting onslaught of enemies. Leon is able to now parry enemy attacks. You can avoid debilitating damage and evade lunging enemies, seeking to grab Leon and hold him in place. Make smart use of scavenged knives to deliver precise finishing moves on vulnerable enemies, and even use the element of surprise to quickly dispatch unsuspecting foes. So first of all, we have the ability to parry attacks such as chainsaws with his knife. Along with that, they're also adding in finishing moves that you can do with the scavenged knives and stealth kills, which they show a little bit of the gameplay here. And I know what you're thinking, is this going to break the game? It sounds a little bit overpowered. From the description it says, make smart use of scavenged knives. So it sounds like it's maybe a consumable, so maybe you carry a few of them and you have to make a strategic choice whether or not to stealth kill an enemy or maybe finish off a few enemies if you're getting swarmed, or you got a big boss enemy that you want to maybe, shorten a boss fight or something. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Now, of course, since Leon's getting an upgrade here, the enemies are getting an upgrade as well. In the description it says, face hordes of rabid enemies that threaten to overwhelm Leon with even more diverse methods of attack. Now, as far as a release date for Resident Evil 4 Remake, it's been announced to be March 24th, 2023. It's coming out for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC via Steam. Now I know what you're thinking, wait a second, there's no Xbox One announcement. It looks like it's not coming to Xbox One. Whether or not that's something to do with Sony, an exclusivity deal or something, or maybe the old Xbox One doesn't have the power for it. Either way, it looks like it's not coming to Xbox One, unless maybe down the road they announce it for it. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Now, along with the release date, they also opened up pre-orders for the Resident Evil 4 Remake. As far as the options we have available, first, of course, they have the Standard Edition, which you can get either physical or digital for $60. I like the price tag there. We're starting to see some games charge more for the PlayStation 5 version or the Xbox Series X and S version. It's nice they're keeping it just at $60 here. Well, anyways, along with that, they also have a Deluxe Edition, which is available physically or digitally for $70. And as far as what's in the Deluxe Edition, you get what they're calling the Extra DLC Pack. Here it says you get the Leon and Ashley costumes casual, the Leon and Ashley costumes romantic. Wow. You get the Leon costume and filter hero. You get the Leon costume and filter villain. You also get a Leon accessory, sunglasses, sporty. You get the deluxe weapon, Sentinel 9. You get a second deluxe weapon, Skull Shaker. You get the original version, it says soundtrack swap. So I'm guessing you could swap out to the original version soundtrack. And finally, you get a treasure map expansion. Now, along with the standard and deluxe edition, they also have a collector's edition for Xbox and PlayStation. So PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S. We don't have a price tag on that yet, but we do have a picture of it and we do know what comes with it. First of all, you get Resident Evil 4 Remake in a steelbook, you get the extra DLC pack content, you get a digital soundtrack, you also get a Leon S. Kennedy figure, you get an art book, a special map, and a collector's box. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there is some PlayStation exclusive content here. Basically what they're saying is Resident Evil 4 Remake is going to have PlayStation VR 2 content, but that's all we know. We don't know what the content is. Who knows, maybe it's a mission, maybe it's the whole game. I guess we'll have to wait and find out. And along with that, there is a small or mini pre-order bonus for buying it through the PlayStation Store. It says you get the mini soundtrack. I have no idea what that means. Does that mean you get one song or you get two songs or something? I don't know. It's really strange. In addition to the mini soundtrack, there are some pre-order bonuses for basically everybody else. First of all, if you pre-order the standard edition, it says you get an attaché case, gold color, which it says you can change at the typewriters and has a minor effect. Along with that, you also get a charm. It says handgun ammo can be added to the attaché case at the typewriters and has a minor effect. Anyways, if you pre-order the collector's edition or deluxe edition, you also receive the attaché case classic color, which has a minor effect, and you also receive the green herb charm. Again, it says has a minor effect. So what do you guys think of the Resident Evil 4 Remake so far? Do you think it's going to be amazing? Do you think it's going to be more like Resident Evil 2's remake or the 3 remake? Let us know in the comments below. For me, I'm super excited to play the remake because honestly, I've never finished the original. Not because it's not a great game, because it is, simply because the controls just drive me crazy. I just can't do it. So I'm really excited to try this out. I think the darker, more horror tone is going to be amazing because you have all those chainsaws and all those crazy enemies. And I like the idea of scavenging for knives and not having unlimited stealth kills or anything like that, but just really strategically thinking about where and when you want to use them. I think hopefully this game's going to be amazing.
Hunnigan here. What's your sit rep?
President's daughter, Baby Eagle. It's likely she's in this village.
Our intel was correct then. Well done.
Something's happened to the people here. My escorts are... Gotta go. Talk later.